Hello. The mission story of November 2, 2024 is coming from Arizona, United States of America. The title is, Perfect Property. Once upon a time, a group of Seventh-day Adventists felt a calling. They wanted to plant a church on the Navajo Reservation in Arizona. People from all around the world supported the project, contributing to the mission through a special offering collected in 2011. With so much generosity and hope, it felt like the path forward was bright. But a significant obstacle lay ahead. They had no location for their new church. After much consideration, the town of Page, perched right on the border of the Navajo Reservation, was chosen as the ideal spot. Yet Page had its own unique guidelines for places of worship. All churches were required to be located on a specific street that locals affectionately called Church Row, or Holy Curve. Unfortunately, every inch of that street was already taken, leaving no room for a new building. The only solution was to purchase an existing church property, if any were even for sale. As it happened, there was one church building on Holy Curve that was no longer in use. It belonged to a Southern Baptist congregation that had dwindled over time, and its deacon, who was responsible for the property, was preparing to put it on the market. An appraiser assessed the value of the property, setting it at a hefty $850,000. But here was the next challenge: the Adventists didn't have $850,000. The funds gathered from the 13th Sabbath Offering and other contributions weren't enough to meet that price. With concern but also faith, Adventist leaders reached out to the deacon and prayed together, hoping for a solution. The Adventists weren't the only ones eyeing the property. The land was a prime piece of real estate, sitting directly on the main road into town and right across from a public school, a perfect spot, in fact, for a popular fast food chain. The chain offered the deacon $2 million for the property, well over its appraised value. Faced with a weighty decision, the deacon prayed earnestly. He felt that the people of Page needed a place of worship more than another restaurant. So, he approached the Southern Baptist Convention's leaders and asked if they would support selling the property to the Adventists for $250,000. With their blessing, he offered it to the Adventists at that significantly lower price. Nancy Crosby, who was in charge of Adventist outreach to Native Americans in the area, couldn't believe it. "There is no question that God opened the door," she marveled. With the reduced price, the Adventists could purchase the property, giving them a spacious building to begin their ministry, much larger than they needed at first. It seemed like the cart was being placed before the horse, Nancy reflected. But God knew what he was doing. In the end, what started as a seemingly impossible journey became a testament to faith, determination, and the sense of a higher purpose guiding every step. Thank you for your 13th Sabbath offering in 2011 that helped plant the Page All-Nations Seventh-day Adventist Church in Arizona. Pray for those sharing the gospel with Native Americans, including Nancy and her husband, James, who is the pastor of the church.